How do you know you're getting the best deal on a new or used car? Call 844-765-0610. Make one phone call to hear about all the great deals near you. Call 844-765-0610 today.
Everyman Driver Nation, what's going on? Dave Erickson here. I'm shaking my head because I do not want to give back this 2018 Genesis luxury four-door sports sedan. It may look familiar. It looks like the G90, but this is the G80, so it's a little bit smaller than the larger sedan from Genesis. And if you're confused about, this is a Genesis? Yeah, this is the luxury division of Hyundai. So they used to have a Genesis, now they have their own division. And boy, watch out competitors, because this thing rocks. I don't want to give it back. This is my full week with it, wrapping it up here. This comes in 3 trim levels, and each of those levels come with a all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive option. We have the 3.3 liter twin turbo V6, 365 horses, 376 pound-feet of torque. Man, there's some awesome technology with this thing, great luxury on the inside. More than 50 grand is the price point. Let's go ahead and give a tour though of what this thing has to offer, because you may not want to give it back when you take it for a test drive. Let's get started. Here in the front, we have full LED headlights with dynamic bending lights and LED daytime running lights. And check this out, Sport Dark quad chrome exhaust tips. Booyah. Let's take a closer look now at that engine. This is how you pop the hood. This is how you close the door. And this is how you lift the hood, one-handed. Ta-da! There it is. That's that 3.3 liter turbo V6. Boy, talking about power, 365 horses. Yeah, that sounds impressive. And when you get behind the wheel, it is impressive. This has a really great get up and go speed. Great acceleration. In a matter of seconds, you're getting up to speed on the highway around town, no problem whatsoever. 376 horsepower, pound-feet of torque that is, I mentioned that earlier. And fuel economy, 17 city, 24 highway. And that's about the same pretty much for the all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive. So the mixed driving number is 20. So let's go inside and I'll show you, by the way, 8-speed automatic transmission. Let's go ahead and show you what I've achieved in my mixed driving this week. Push button start. I've been averaging 16.4 miles per gallon in mixed driving, so below that, but I've only put 112 miles on it and not a lot of highway driving. That will help me when I get going. You can see I've only used about half a tank of gas. This has a 20-gallon fuel tank in it. So if I get some more miles under my belt, I'm sure I can get that up higher to the upper teens and longer highway driving, probably closer to 20, which is what Genesis is expecting to get. And you can see I still got a range of 259 miles and I haven't even hit the halfway mark. Let's start off with this page button here. When I press this button here, you can see the pages change in the middle. There's just kind of your directions. There's the lane keep assist system. So when you're driving down the road, if you do get out of your lane, it'll let you know and kind of vibrate and keep you within it. Next one is the settings heads-up display. There's a heads-up display in there, which is kind of hard to see based on this angle, but it reflects on the windshield there, and I can change some of that by rolling this dial up and down. And let's go back to that. Driver assistance, I'm going to press enter. So you got lane keeping assist, driver attention, smart cruise control, which is part of this right here. Forward collision warning, rear cross traffic alert, all these are checked for me. Blind spot detection. So tons of safety, and I'll have more of this on everymandriver.com. Left-hand side, Bluetooth. You can answer phones here, hands-free. This changes the volume on your radio and changes channels here. The mode, that's gonna go between different channels like AM, FM, Sirius XM, and so on. So here I am. Since we're over here, let's talk about this. Oh, wait. Got paddle shifters right there, which are mounted to the steering wheel. Oh, and you've got some of your options over here. That's where you lift the tailgate or the trunk. There's that blind spot detection. There's that keeping within the lane. Let's go ahead and check out the infotainment screen now. And all of this can be controlled with the dial down below here. So when I'm turning that dial, it changes there, or I can go ahead and press it manually and get to the channels that I want to see. Home button up here, which is also redundant down here by pressing the home button here. So I'm going to turn the dial and you can see all the options here. And if I plug my phone in, there's the option for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So there's your Sirius XM, navigation, and so on. So pretty cool stuff that you can just control with the dial here. Got heated and cooled or heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. This backup camera, this is actually the backup camera and surround camera. So I can put it in reverse, or I'll press this button now. When I do, check this out. Different angles that you can go. So this one's straight back, to the left, to the right, or surround 360. So you can see where you are when you're backing up, and these lane lines turn when you turn the steering wheel. That yellow turns there, kind of directional for getting in and out. All your climate controls are just below that screen with a really cool analog clock here with a kind of a rose gold color there in the center, which will also match what you see on the rims of the vehicle. I'll go out there and show you that in a second here. And I'll just pull this open. This is where you use your USB port, and we've got a wireless charging pad based on the type of phone you use. You can put your phone down here and charge your phone on that pad. Pretty cool stuff. There are 3 drive modes available on this Sport. There's Eco, Normal, and Sport. And I'm pressing these buttons here, and you'll see it up there in the instrument cluster: Normal, Eco, and Sport. I suggest going to the Sport mode if you want to have a lot more fun and feel a little more kick when you're driving. So that's what I would suggest. Eco if you want, but hey, let's enjoy the Sport part of this. Let me show you the 19-inch Sport alloy wheels, because these are pretty awesome. Check them out. Now, what's really neat about this is a cool Genesis calipers. This right here turns. I don't know why, but it's kind of cool. And that's that rose gold color, kind of, I don't know, it's kind of sweet looking. So you can set it up for photographs like this versus having it like that. Aren't those nice? Pretty badass wheels, Sport wheels, all seasons. And this is the all-wheel drive, so you get some pretty good traction driving with this bad boy. Here's a look at your real-world backseat legroom and headroom from a guy who is 5'11". Now the vehicle is on right now because when you turn it off, the driver's seat slides back to give the driver more room to get out of the vehicle. So this is my driving position with the vehicle on. So you can see from this angle how much room I have between my knees and the back of the seat for a guy who's 5'11". That's quite a bit of space, but you would expect that, right, from a luxury sedan. And they even get bigger with the G90. And this is the G80. This is the smaller version of the Genesis. Very spacious in the back seat. Great amenities here, the leather on the seats, very smooth. There is a container here behind the driver's seat for storage there in the side door panel. Got a vent here that comes up to keep the sun out. Now, I will open this up right now. There is a sunscreen that splits open like this. So great panoramic sunroof, and it even slides open as well. So all that with one push of the button. So now the front 2 passengers have an open moonroof, and then we have the massive panoramic sunroof for both the driver, passenger, and the back passenger. So talking about headroom, there is an indent in the ceiling, so this doesn't go behind my head, just about to the front where my forehead is, but there is plenty of room here for my head, so I'm not too claustrophobic, and this makes a big difference with this sunroof here. There are 4 O blank handles all the way around. O blank, that's what these are. Let's go ahead and fold down those armrests, because here you have a pop-up. Now 2 spots for cup holders. There's also heated seat options back here, and I push this button, brings back a visor, so if I want to keep any sun out from the back, there you go, you can do that, or I can press it down, it closes down. This and this. So there you go, that's what it looks like here in the back of the Genesis G80. There's even more room in the G90. So there are 3 ways to open the trunk of the G80. There is a button just left of the steering wheel. There's one here on the key fob. This is what I always do. I bring it up here so you can see what it looks like. That's the back side of the key fob. There's the front side of the key fob. And the other option is just below the Genesis icon to the right of the backup camera. Press the button. It comes up nice and slowly. And when you want to leave, there's a button here along the edge as well. So it'll close up when you want to go. So let's go ahead and do the traditional, put an Everyman driver in the back, because you're looking at 15 and change on cubic feet of volume. So I'm gonna lay back here and watch this. I'm gonna press the button on the key fob and close myself in. Okay, now this is 15.4 cubic feet of volume, and I can fit perfectly. There you go. I just pressed the button again, let me out. Oh. I don't recommend you do that at home. Okay, here's a more traditional look at the cargo volume in the back of the G80. So here's the spacing, and you do have a pass-through right there. Here's your netting to hold things down. It's got hooks all the way around, there to there, over here. So there you go. That's what it really looks like without having to put a human being back there. Okay, makes sense? I think it does. And again, press this button here on the ledge and it closes the trunk automatically and you can walk away, and when you do, you are good to go. Again, here's the key fob, but we do have this keyless entry system, so I'll put this key fob in my pocket, and if you want to leave, you can press the button here. You do, those close up. You got some turn signal indicators in here as well, and the vehicle is locked. Now, if when I come back and the keys are with me, press it here, they open up, and I can get back in, just like that. That is a keyless entry system as long as the key fob's with you. So inside we have a carbon fiber and aluminum interior trim, leather wrapped power tilt and telescopic heated steering wheel, premium leather seating surfaces and black microfiber suede headliner, 16-way power driver seat and 12-way power passenger front seat, and a Lexicon 17-speaker audio system, just to name a few. My temperature gauge says 100 degrees in the car. No wonder I'm sweating like crazy. All right, let's go for a drive here. Tell you a couple of things here that from my experience, I always find it difficult to, I don't know, preach what I think about a car, because it really does come down to what you think. When you get behind the wheel, you may feel it a different way than I do. I guess I can give you, the overall, hey, how smooth it is off the line. This one is very impressive because right now, let's just kind of accelerate. Watch this. That's twin turbo, baby. Jeez. It got up just below 6,000 RPM. I like the power behind the wheel. This has a great combination, in my opinion, of a luxury sedan, a sporty sedan, and an everyday driver. I mean, this is the kind of car I love to have in my driveway. And I like the white. There's some really cool ones out there in black. So whatever, black, white, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. Everything handles real well here on the steering wheel. It's got great safety features. So if I do veer outside the line, it's gonna let me know once I cross 40. Yep, kind of pull me back inside. Indicator in the instrument cluster is green, letting me know that, hey, get back where you should be. So it's cool. Nice, easy steering feel. Good comfort in the seats. Some bolstering here on the sides for the driver and as well as the passenger. No feeling of claustrophobia. Road noise is minimal. So I'm coming here, I'm going over some bumpy spots. Definitely I can hear that I'm going over bumpy spots, but it doesn't really vibrate so much in the car as a distraction. Coming up here, I'm gonna go around a little roundabout and corner a little bit, which is nice because when you do hit the corners, you can accelerate through it, and the car hugs pretty nice. Well, all-wheel drive, so all wheels are doing their job, So I like that. It's coming up here in a second. Stand by. I only have one camera rolling here. That's the one's on me, so you're stuck looking at my mug. I'm gonna go right and right again, but I'm gonna kind of accelerate through the turn as I wait in line here. This is the best part of my day, is when I get to accelerate through corners. So here comes my turn. I'll wait till this guy goes past and I can kind of punch it. Here we go. Almost too fast. Yeehaw, Jester's dead. Damn, it's almost like, not that it's too much power. Can you have too much power? You can't have too much power in a car. And this is, over 360 horsepower, and that torque gets you going. So you're wondering, what's it feel like to drive the Genesis G80? This is my face. In all seriousness, it's a really nice car to drive. So the MSRP here on this 2018 Genesis G80, 58 grand. And I have no problem with $58,000. I would absolutely buy this car. It is definitely worth a look and most certainly a test drive. I'll have much more information on this vehicle on everymandriver.com. I'm out. See ya. Hey guys, it's Dave. I just want to say thanks once again for supporting Everyman Driver and watching my videos. Can you do me a small favor? The next time you're in the market for a new or used car and want to schedule a test drive or just want to get a really great price quote from a dealership of your choice in your zip code, click on the link below and fill out a short form. It's car.show/everymandriver. Now it's totally free to you and there's no obligation whatsoever to buy or lease anything. It's just a quick and easy way for you to help support my work and keep this channel going. There's also a free phone number, 844-765-0610, and you can talk to a car segment specialist for car shopping advice and direction. That call is also free to you. The link again, car.show/everymandriver. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks again.